guys, what is up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke
and Danielle coming to you guys live from Montauk.
Week 2. We are in our second week of being here, and hopefully you guys like this angle better if you're watching on YouTube. We tried to switch it up. It's hard because we always conveniently like to record on the days where it's like gloomy and like cozy weather, which means that the lighting just isn't the best. Like tomorrow's gonna be a beautiful day. We're like, no, we're gonna want to be outside, so we're like, let's record on the gloomy day.
Yeah.
We're trying to be strategic with our time.
So hope you guys can understand. But we're really happy. We're comfy. Sit on the couch right now if you guys watch on YouTube. If you don't, go subscribe. Gals on the Go podcast on YouTube. Brooke and I are wearing our matching East Hampton sweatshirts. They are so comfy. And we're going to be recapping our time here in the Hamptons / Montauk so far.
It's been an eventful week.
It's been very eventful. I think we also need to clear up because I still kind of don't understand. Like, Montauk is in the Hamptons, but Montauk is its own entity.
Yes. So the Hamptons has like its own like subdivisions, like villages or like towns, basically. So the Hamptons is the Hamptons is like a pretty big place.
Yeah. It's like
because it encompasses so many different like towns within it. And Montauk, I guess, is one of those towns. But technically, I guess we're in like Montauk, I think, is in East Village. I mean, I keep saying East Village, but I mean East Hampton. I think Montauk is technically in East Hampton.
I could see that.
Although it's like its own thing, kind of.
It's the end of the world. They call it Montauk end of the world. It's like the end of the
furthest
peninsula.
Point.
Or island, peninsula, whatever this is.
Yes.
I'm still learning.
It's an island. We're on Long Island.
Oh, yeah, we're on Long Island. See, there's just like a lot happening because it's like you're on Long Island, you're in the Hamptons, you're in Montauk. So yeah, I feel like it's fine to say the Hamptons, Montauk, like whatever floats your boat, but I feel like Montauk sticks out because it's like all the way at the end.
Yeah. And people were like, well, we should just clear up like a few frequently asked questions because like there's so many people that are like, what are you doing out there? Like nothing.
What are the gals doing in Montauk?
Like it's not like we're like we knew that we wanted to just come out here for a few weeks in the summer. The thing is, it's like 3 hours from New York City if you're driving really, or taking the train plus traffic if you're driving. So we didn't want to just do like weekends. We want to kind of come for like a set amount of time and like really experience it because neither of us have ever done it more than like a few days here. Yeah. So we were like, let's go and like do it.
Because if you're from the city or if you live in the city, you kind of know the vibes. People get, quote unquote share houses, summer houses in the Hamptons, and they basically split it with a ton of people. They pay their way and they just come on the weekends. It's like definitely a thing. Like summer Fridays in the city is a thing where your job sometimes will let out halfway through the day. It's a little bit earlier, and then everyone heads out to the Hamptons this summer. It does clear out in the city. I've definitely learned just from being here for like a short summer already. So we like toyed with the idea of that, but we all like do like a lot of trips and stuff, and we wanted, like Brooke said, to really be able to enjoy our time here, and we're so blessed that we get to do what we do from essentially wherever we want, as long as Brooke and I are together. Yes. And we can do the video together. So we made that happen, and I'm just so happy. We're having so much fun. We have this great house.
So much fun. Let me just tell you though, the Hamptons is a pricey place. We really had to like budget out for this one. Yeah. Well, because the cost of like these houses, like I mean, obviously we're in one that's definitely like a really premium house. Like no secrets, like to be totally transparent, but just going out, it's expensive. Like going out to dinner, like it totals up. Like it's definitely like pricey times. And I mean, but you go out and it is like the finest people watching ever. Like there's like gotta be celebrities or like celebrity adjacent people. Yes. Like we keep saying this phrase, adjacent, rich adjacent, influencer adjacent, celebrity adjacent. It's definitely like a good way to put it. Like that person's very influencer adjacent. Like they get the vibes. Yes. Definitely a bougie time out here. Bougie time. Last night we went out in Sag Harbor. We were just like looking at everybody. Everyone's so gorgeous. They're getting all on their cars. Mega yachts. Yeah. It is. The Hamptons, I would say, is really what you think it is. It is. It's like if you watch the Gossip Girl Hamptons episode, or like what else has a Hamptons episode? I don't know. If you watch Younger, that's very specific. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely lots of shows where they go out to the Hamptons. And it's in Summer House. I haven't watched a ton of that, but I know they. Yeah, I've watched bits and pieces. It's crazy though, because we've talked about this. Like, I feel like just with the way that the world is going now, and obviously everything is so expensive these days. Like, it used to be a thing. Like, my parents never did it, but I know a lot of people's parents did. share houses and things like that. But because of like the way that things are so expensive now, like people can't, like you can't afford it. So we're feeling so lucky that we're out here.
So lucky. Yeah. My dad was actually telling me, because if you guys don't know this, my dad grew up on Long Island. He reminded me that when he was our age, I don't really know, younger, he and his friends literally like found a dead end in a neighborhood and would like sleep in their cars at night.
Oh my God.
And like
really?
Go out to this specific bar that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah.
Oh, that's
he was like,
so
I had a very
funny.
different Hamptons experience.
No, but that literally, it's like
people want to come out here no matter what.
They do. And they will sleep anywhere. They will finesse to come out here.
Yes. Whatever you got to do. So yeah, it's been seriously so fun.
It has been. It's been a blast. It's been really relaxing. I don't think I was quite expecting it. I didn't know what I pictured. I kind of just went, sometimes you gotta go into things blindly.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you do. And so I feel like this was an example of something that I didn't really like plan too much of, because I was like, we had it booked and I was like, whatever, it is. Yeah. But I expected our days to be more like on the go, like shopping. Like I have the car, so I was like, okay, Brooke, like prepare, we're gonna be on the go. And I have been so relaxed because we have been like so like sit by the pool, go to dinner, get our work done in the day. Like it's just been great.
It's been so nice. And we're here with our friend Katie Blotti. Margot Lee's also here right now. She's over there doing
I love
work.
how we say her full name. We're like, Margot Lee's here.
Well, it's just so much easier
it
to
is.
like
I do
reference.
the same thing. I said it literally this morning. I'm like, is Margot Lee awake? Why did I say that? Like
that was so funny. It's just fun. It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's 3 of us here the whole time. So there's 4 bedrooms. 3 of them have bathrooms. So we all have like our own like area, which is really nice. So we like have our own alone time. There's no arguing, no fighting. We all just like have our, respected space. And like Brooke said, like we'll all like wake up in the morning at our own leisure. We all have been waking up pretty early just on our own. Like it's just been happening. And
I set my alarm today. I was like, I'll sleep until 9. I set my alarm for 9, but I woke up, it's not early, but I woke up naturally like at like 8:15.
Same.
Like, whoa.
I saw you like posted on Instagram like when I woke up. I was like, oh, Brooke's up too.
I was up this morning.
I'm up.
I am up, which is kind of nice to start, like, because you want to have a full day here. Today's like a cloudy day, so this is our first like cloudy day, but most of the days it's been so beautiful that you just want to take advantage of the full day.
Yeah, it's just so nice, like, because we have a backyard, we have a pool, which has been so amazing, and we just all go out there, we'll chat, we seem to have something to talk about at all times, which is awesome. But we all like are reading books. We're all in our reading book era, so that's nice.
I'll talk about the one that I just finished.
Oh, I'm sure that's your favorite.
Yes, it is.
And it's been really great.
It's been great. What?
Well, I was gonna say we all have like routines, but like we really don't. Every day is kind of different.
You guys are into workout grind, so let's unpack this because everybody.
Oh my God, I saw your Instagram story.
Everybody has something to say about why Brooke isn't working out with the gals. No, I'm kidding. It was like one message, and then like many people wrote back and agreed with me. Just like, and not being like it's like sides, but it's like. I feel like you might see it on social media and be like, oh, is she being excluded or whatever? But if you're really looking that deeply into it, I advise you to please find something.
My God, obviously you're invited to work out with us. No, I mean, so Katie and I, we both have the same trainer in New York City. And I've just been traveling a lot, like before I came here, and I just haven't been working out. And I feel better when I work out, and I really feel comfortable working out with Jane, and so does Katie. And so we were both talking to Jane about it, and she said, what if we do a couple 30-minute sessions via Zoom while you're out there, like no weights needed, like body weight stuff. And obviously because I feel so comfortable with Jane, like I was like, let's do it. Like I like your workouts, I feel good, I feel again just comfortable, and that's like a big emphasis on that. So we did 2 last week, and we're just doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week for 30 minutes. Brooke was 1,000% invited, but like if someone asked me to like go to a spin class tomorrow, I don't think I'd want to go. So like everyone has their own preferences. Jane's not your trainer. Like you don't want, like you're not as comfortable. I mean, she's amazing and I know you'd love her. Yeah. But like
I have to say the gals have been extremely welcoming and encouraging, but not like pushy about it. Like it's nothing to do with you guys. I mean, you know how I am with working out. Like I've never been a like body weight exercise Pilates type of gal. Like it's just never really been my thing. And I think everybody has to find what works for them. But honestly, transparently, I haven't been working out. And that was one of my goals this summer, was like to get back into working out or whatever. And I haven't been.
You've been going on so many long walks though. You're a big walker in the city.
Yeah, in the city I am. And then here, like while you guys were working out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a solo morning. I went and ran errands. Like that fueled me, you know?
Brooke is our Montauk mama.
What?
I mean, this woman, she got a car and she said, I'm here. Like this morning, she's like, she comes back with 2 cases of water for all of us. laundry detergent. She's constantly doing laundry. I mean, we'll get into it, but like this
I've been
girl.
trying. I'm trying to channel my inner Adina. I really am.
You've done it.
I think when I wake up in the morning, I think, what would Adina do in terms of like running the home? Because I want to contribute, especially we've been really learning, because I think both of us were in like our college trip mindset where, you would go on these trips with your college friends and it kind of would be, for lack of a better phrase, a shit show, like, like
a shit show,
for lack of a better way to put it. Like, it would be, because everyone would just be so drunk, and like, maybe you have one person that's like cleaning up or whatever. I was never the cleanup person. I don't know, like, I will admit to that. I was never the one that was like, I probably didn't even pick up after myself. I probably wasn't a very good roommate back in college and stuff. I just know myself. However,
I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
It's true. But we've grown up a lot. So now when we have like friends come visit us and stuff, like everyone's really respectful and responsible. Like I think the times have changed a lot.
Yes. It's been so interesting because this past weekend we had a few friends, each of us like come and stay for the weekend as well. And we'd wake up and they're like doing the dishes and cleaning.
And I'm like, wait, unprompted? Like,
I didn't
without
ask
me
you?
asking you? Yeah.
Oh, it was stunning.
And everyone was like, how can I help? Like just being such a good helping hand. And it's just like, I think I don't know if it's just the dynamic we have with our friends or something's switched, but I do think it has to do with like age. Like, we're out of college kind of. So it's like more so, I don't know. Everyone has like a greater respect to like the house is so beautiful. So everyone I think has a lot of like respect for the space and the fact that we pay like, that we're all paying so much to be here. Like, I think everyone's like, hey, like this is legit.
We don't want to like get kicked out of this Airbnb. Like it's really nice and we want to respect it. And everyone's just been seriously so helpful. And it's nice because Brooke and I are both like, well, I don't know if you would call yourself a people pleaser. I would call you a people pleaser a little bit sometimes.
I think I don't stress about it as much as you do, but I think I subconsciously like do actions that I'm like, oh, like I'm just not going to ask that because I just know that like this person won't be happy, Yeah.
We definitely act differently with it.
Yes.
But I think it's just nice because we're both like very like, okay, I've guessed like there's like a lot that needs to be done and everyone's just made it so easy for us.
They've made it so like everyone's so self-sufficient, which is the way that it obviously should be. But I feel like this is the first like big adult trip I've done because I just haven't done a whole like rent a house with friends like in a really long time now. That no, that's a lie. I did one in March, but I guess it was the same vibe. So I guess I've been, more so in like because you really realize when you rent a house with people or an apartment or something versus like hotels are a little different. I feel like, but when you have like, a kitchen and like like you have to clean your own bathrooms and things like that.
Pick up after yourself and stuff like that. Oh my God, I was humbled real quick.
Yes.
It's so funny because I am so clean at my apartment now because it's just me. I just live there. And I've just gotten so good at it. And so Brooke pointed out that the first few days we were here, I was like leaving a Topo Chico here and there. And I was like, holy shit. Like I sound
like a bitch now. I really,
it was like a joke. It was a joke.
I was like, Danielle, is this your Topo Chico? I don't drink Topo Chico, so I know it's not mine.
There was like just a couple other things. I don't know. I definitely like, I think because it's like not just my own space. I'm like, oh, like, I don't know. But then I was like, let's all get together. No, Brooke was just being funny. And like Katie had left something out. It was just like funny. But I think it's also like picking up for each other, like obviously just like, being a team player.
Yeah, completely. So. No, it's definitely been because you, me and Katie live alone. So us three coming together and like living together, like it actually is different. Like today was my first.
Oh yeah, three girls living alone.
Totally. And while we have our alone times at night and it's really great and really nice, like, read a little before bed, whatever. Like this morning is my first time I thought about it, like experience, like doing something alone,
Yeah, no. And then you guys went to go get lunch and I decided to stay back. I mean, I just like responded to emails, but it is like, whoa, there's no one here.
Yeah.
I started to hear noises. It was thunder. And I was like, oh my gosh, like is someone breaking into the house? It's so weird. I was hearing this on a podcast recently, like, because we live in apartments and we have for a while now. It is so vulnerable to like be in a house.
Yeah, well, we also like, we know this house now because we've been here for like a week, but not really. Like, you don't know like the doors and like, Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just a vulnerable feeling. In an apartment, there's like,
I get it.
There's just like a lot of levels
like, this
to
is
get
my
to
front door. Like,
like that. Someone could just walk in, and that's just something I think about now when I go home too. Like, it's just so.
I feel the same
crazy
when I visit my house, but like you have to remember that because I always freak myself out about that, and I'll be like, this is like a structure that's like independent. Like they shake, they move, they make weird noises. Like it's just how houses are. Because I'm like that at home now too.
They move, they make
my mom
noises.
always reminds me, she's like, it's an old house, Brooke. Like it's like it makes noises,
Like the fridge will make noises.
Yes,
I mean, my fridge in New York makes noises.
Yeah. I get it. It's just easier to like
true.
freak out about. That's very funny. So yeah, we've learned that with adulting comes people are self-sufficient, which is really nice.
Yes, it's so lovely.
Oh, but circling back to the working out thing, I just wanted to say, because maybe this will make someone else feel better. I've said it before, I think I don't really exactly make sense on this, but I don't mind like a group workout class such as like a Soul Cycle or something where the lights are down and I'm kind of hidden, but I sit in the back and kind of like, try to keep up. Something about like a group workout. I also, every time I work out on camera, even when I have to do it for vlogs, like if it's like I'm working with a brand or something, like I really, really have like a lot of issues with my body with it. And I'm not trying to trigger anybody. That's just like honestly how I am. So that's kind of like my thought process with it.
Yeah.
Like, so I just have like layers upon layers of issues with it that I'm like, it's not for me, but I know myself. And that's a step, is being like intuitive enough to be like, hey, that's not what fuels me. So I'm going to sit out, and that's okay. And it makes you guys happy, and you get energy from it. That's amazing. Like everyone, there's an ass for every seat. Like literally.
There's an ass for every seat, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about like, well, obviously if you did do the workout with us, we wouldn't film it. Like, I guess that is something we definitely do.
That's not even just it. It's also like,
no, it's not just that, but I just had that thought. Yeah, I can imagine how that would be very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
to be filmed while working out. I mean, I don't always love it, but sometimes it's just nice to like to hold me accountable.
I get it.
Oh my god, like I'm being filmed right now. Like I have to keep form. I can't drop. Like
no, I understand that as well. I see all sides. I respect all sides.
No,
of the
it's
story.
just an interesting thing I didn't like think about for you.
Yeah,
and for me,
it's like a trippy thing too. Like looking at your body from like you see yourself when you pose for photos and like whatever, but like you see yourself from a totally different angle and like in movement. I don't know. It's like weird. I need to, if I was comfortable and in shape, I think I would be cool with it. But because I am not really at the moment, it's like, I don't know. Also working out with people, like it's amazing. You guys have made so much progress in your fitness journeys. Like I'm so proud of you both, but like I'm not on that level. So I wouldn't want to hold you back / I wouldn't want to push myself to, like it's kind of like the balance.
Being comfortable. Like there's certain workouts that I literally get so anxious at the thought of doing. So it's like, there's an ass for every seat.
Yeah, I completely agree. And that's why I feel like working out always has to feel fun. And like, if it doesn't feel fun, like then that's not for you. Like I'm not going to punish myself and do something that I don't want to do on vacation. I'm on vacation.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Like you have to, like when I was home, I didn't feel like working out, but something about being here and having Katie, who I had the same, I would not do it if Katie wasn't here. Like if Katie wasn't here, I probably wouldn't be like, okay, I'm going to go Zoom Jane now. Like it's nice to have someone else to do it with. So I think that's a really good message to share. Like you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah, because I see a lot of like trips, like bachelorette trips where everyone group works out, and I feel like I've said, like, I'm like, ooh, that is stressful.
If
like
I say anything about that in the future about my bachelor trip, be like, Danielle, no.
I
have no desire to do that.
Like they have like the girl come to the house super early and they work out, and like that's amazing. And I'm sure you feel so good the rest of the day. I'm no doubt. I know how good I feel after a workout. Like, trust me,
it's the best feeling.
It is, but I don't know. I don't think that's not for me.
Well, especially like if there's some girls that like don't really work out and then they like feel like they have to. Like it's just uncomfortable. No judgment, but like don't make me do that at your bachelorette party, please.
Yeah. I was talking about how I feel like a lot of like quote influencer events, they put a workout component in it. I think honestly mostly for the fact of like, oh, what are we gonna have these people do? Like, oh, workout. Like it's just an easy solution, I think. And like it's great. You get your body moving, like, whatever. But that leads me to not go to a lot of influencer events because I'm intimidated because, there's so many people with like, that are so in shape and so like on top of it. And
intimidating.
Like, I'm not going to work out next to them. Like, what? I look like a clown.
Oh my God. Brooke and I in Colorado trying to do a workout was the funniest shit of my entire life. We were like 10,000 feet above sea level.
I was like faint, like dying in the
trying
back.
To do Pilates on a mountain. I have never felt more ill in my entire life.
We were both like hallucinating in the back, I think.
Yeah. No, I was so unwell. You were like kind of holding your own. I was like, I can't even anymore.
It was
like that
hard.
was so hard.
It was hard,
yeah,
to say the least. So anyways, that's that. Find what makes you happy. And if, also like normalize not being in a workout era, normalize being in a workout era, like whatever makes you like,
be in your era.
Literally though, like especially in the summer, you deserve to do what makes you happy. Like so many people I feel like work out, like wake up at 5 a.m. and work out because they're like, it's discipline, it's punishment. It's like, please
give yourself
sleep
a hug.
In. Like, yes,
get some sleep. You're probably exhausted.
Yeah, but again, if that makes you happy and like makes you feel good the rest of the day, like that's great.
Yeah, I love that. Well, before we dive into like recapping everything, should we do our favorite and song of the week?
Yes, great call. Let's do it.
So my favorite this week is actually something that I've been borrowing of Brooke's. Is the Bondi Boost Wave Wand. I think that's what it's called. I used it yesterday because we've been like washing our hair legit every day.
Yeah.
Because we just splashing underwater. We're using our goggles. We're just loving being in the pool. And then like I shower, if I let my hair air dry or whatever, like I want to do something to it because we're like going to dinner or something. I don't know. So I tried Brooke's Beach Waver Wand, whatever. And it's kind of like a hair crimper, but it's just like a little bit more like loose, I guess. It's like bigger clamps. And I've been really happy with it. This is my second day, so I slept on it, but I got a lot of compliments on it. And I think it's just, I mean, I know you do it all the time. It adds like a little bit of body, a little bit of wave. It looks kind of natural.
Yes.
And it's faster for me than curling my hair.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with it.
I really like it too. I do find that the one thing that I have the qualm is like I feel like it looks really good the first day and yours looks still good because it's like,
well, I had to touch it up and I liked it better yesterday though.
I feel like curls like last better the second day, but the waving, like if I'm quickly going out, like going, and also I feel like which we'll get into the Surf Lodge experience of all. If it gets lightly like rained on or you're sweating, it actually holds up pretty good.
Yeah, because your hair, especially if your hair is naturally wavy, it kind of like follows the natural curve. So
it gives you a little body and stuff though. I agree. It's a really easy way to do your hair in the summer. Yeah. And I always get compliments on it, and I'm sure you did too this weekend. I love
when you do your hair like it. So I was like, I must use yours. So, and I literally just purchased it myself.
It makes you look like you have a lot of hair too. Because it gives great body. And
body yaddy.
Body yaddy.
I'm like moving around a lot today.
I'm comfy in my sweatshirt today.
I feel like I'm like really chill, but it's a chill episode.
Yeah, we're on this gorgeous cloud couch.
Yes.
I just became aware of the price of a cloud couch. I knew that they were expensive.
Did you look it up?
I saw someone post on their Instagram story. They were at the Restoration Hardware outlet.
Yeah.
Alexis Barber, and she posted like the original price and then the outlet price. Like this is like $20,000.
Yeah.
For a couch.
Yeah, I don't think I'd even do it.
Oh my!
Just because I'd be scared I'd spill coffee on it. I know you can wash it, but like, damn, it is comfy, but
it's extremely comfortable. But that was just shocking information. I was like, you know, when you like know things are expensive, but then you find out and you're like,
oh, it's that expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that expensive. Yeah, no, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
So what's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite is a book that I read this week. It is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. It's a romance novel. I made a very funny TikTok actually on the note of like working out while everyone was working out, and actually Kat and I, Cam Artistry, were reading our books in the back, and while you and Katie were working out, it was very cute.
So funny.
I loved it. I loved the vibes because you guys were like doing your thing. This book, is it one of my like must reads of all time? No. In fact, I thought it dragged on a little bit. However, I really liked the like theme of the story. I'll just give a synopsis. It's about a girl who is she has a twin sister, and the twin sister is just like this evil wench of a woman. Wench, what does that mean? That means like witch, right?
Witch,
like
I think.
Like, I need to confirm what that means. But she's like a foul person, and she calls her twin sister, who's like a very good girl, and they're like in their 30s, and she calls her and she was like, I need help. The girl shows up to the town, and she finds out that she has a daughter and she needs to take care of her. And that's like, it says it on the back of the book. I'm not spoiling anything. And of course there's a romance involved.
Ooh la la.
Enemies to lovers. It basically gives it away in the back. So this, once again, not spoiler, but it's really good, really spicy. You know how some books, like you read them and they're like light spice?
Yeah.
And then, like they were kissing and like, you know.
He touched her.
This one is like graphic details, like in a good way though. Like I really enjoyed it.
Was it you that was saying, and correct me if we already talked about this on the podcast last week, that like when you recommend a book to someone and it's like really sexual, and it's like the equivalent of like recommending someone to go to like the Comedy Cellar, and it's so inappropriate, and you're like, this is kind of awkward, like they know that I watched this. Like me recommending this now, like everyone knows like that we all read the same thing.
We all read that. We all read the same thing. Because like, would I recommend it to like, you know, my grandmother? Like I don't
maybe
know.
Not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Yeah.
But it is a really good book. I think it's cute. It's long. It's dense. So like because it was like almost 600 pages, which is a lot for like a quote like fun like romance novel, whatever. And I feel like some parts could have been cut out. You know, like when they add unnecessary, I was talking to you guys about this, like if you read a lot of like these sort of books, like, you know, when they add in just unnecessary bits and about like what the townspeople say and whatever, and it's like, okay, like I just care about the two main characters at this point, so you just cut to their parts. I don't know.
No, literally, it's like, can we just make this happen? Like, get a little bit it's like,
but it was,
you just skim the pages.
It was one of those books though that I felt like everyone on social media was raving about, so I was like, let me be the judge of that. And like, I liked it, but not my fave. I kind of have been feeling that way about a lot of books recently. Like I enjoy them, but like they don't totally live up to the hype for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think also when you just read so many that are so similar, it's like not similar, but like.
But Every Summer After actually was like a fave. This one was
really?
Like, yeah, I liked that one a lot more than this one.
Because I'm reading that right now. We know I'm a slow reader. I'm 60% through.
Oh, you're making headway.
Yeah, I'm like doing better than I have been on my last few averages. And it's good. I think it's going to get better. I'm like trying to.
Everybody likes different books though. Because I remember you didn't like Ugly Love and I did.
True. No, I like it. I think it's very similar to Summer I Turned Pretty. Like I keep thinking that vibe, but no, it's starting to get a little bit better. Like it's getting a little juicy, a little. Like, I like the lake aspect. Like no, I'm happy I'm reading it. I think it's gonna even get better.
It's interesting though because I follow a lot of like people who post about books and whatever, and like even you could like pretty much all the same books and then just have completely varying opinions on one. So I'm interested. Maybe you won't like it. I don't know. You know?
Yeah. Sorry that you guys had to just see me if you're watching on video. What did you do? Like double checking we're recording the video because I like get so nervous. So I'm like staring. I'm like having a staring contest with the camera. No, yeah. And you were also saying too, like a lot of books that just like, or maybe Katie said it. So many books just wrap up in the last 10 pages and you're like, oh my God.
That's what drives me crazy. Like it will be like kind of in a lull. And then like you finally get to the twist and then it's over.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm
like,
I wanted a final few chapters of like, you know, life afterwards or something. Like, come on. Are you kidding?
Life after marriage.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they do that. Actually, I think Ellen Hildebrand's coming out with, did you see that? She's coming out with a book that's like final, like it's like a bunch of different segments, like final chapters of like a bunch of books, I think.
I like that a lot. I'm excited.
Me
That'll
too.
Be really cool to read. Yeah, I think I'm going to read Perfect Couple after this.
So good.
Yeah, so that'll be good. And then I really want to read Verity by Colleen Hoover, but
loved it.
I'm saving it for like the fall for spooky vibes
season.
Might be a bad idea because I'm already scared to read it, but like I just don't want to be like poolside reading Verity.
I get it.
I don't know, but maybe that's what I should do so I don't get too scared. Because I asked Brooke, I was like, okay, so how scary are we talking? She's like, well, I definitely checked the closet when I was done reading it.
I did. I wasn't expecting, but it's not like ghost scary. Like it's, well, I don't know how to describe it. It's more like thriller, like
paranormal. Well, that's ghost.
No, like
I guess we'll just find out for myself.
Well, I don't want to spoil it.
No, yeah. Don't tell me anything.
I won't. So that's the book that I read recently. Did you said your favorite?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, the Bondi
Boots.
So we've got waivers. Yeah, I actually really have been liking that waiver too. So books and waivers. That's the.
Sounds like waivers, like a waiver you have to sign. Books and waivers for all for start of
everybody
school.
When you get into the house, you sign, get your book, get your waiver.
We make everyone sign a waiver when they walk in. Imagine. I'm sure people do that.
We didn't even talk about the fact that we like. So this was completely unintentional. We actually talked about the fact when we first got this house, we're like, how cool would it be if like, you know, some of our favorite brands like sent us stuff. We manifested that a little too
close to the sun
in a good way.
Yes.
In fact, we had a really fun, I don't even want to call it a party because it was literally 10 people.
An intimate rager.
Poolside rager with Fun Boy. They sent us so many floats.
I think we have like 12.
The pool isn't big enough for all the floats.
And all the floats keep floating to the shallow end. Yeah. So we'd have to constantly be like throwing them to the deep end.
Yeah.
But it was so fun. They like sent us like catered food and drink, and it was so lovely.
So lovely.
Yeah, no, that was cool. Whispering Angel sent us 13 bottles of rosé. We've gone through 10. Wow.
We went through 10 in like 2 days. Like it was like all of a sudden I heard the excitement like the rosé's here and like
everyone's like grabbing
it. It's like Christmas.
It was. Who else? Flying Embers, Hard Kombucha, Spritz Society.
Everyone loved the Spritz, the poolside Spritz. That was
so
popular.
Good. We still have some.
The Topo Chico though, I was shocked.
Cheers.
Literally I was shocked. I knew that you liked it, but everyone that's come to the house so far has enjoyed a Topo.
Oh yeah, everyone has had a Topo in hand. Some people were like pouring a little of the Topo out and putting tequila and lime in the glass bottle, which is so cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we love Topo around here. I like discovered it because they sent some to our stagecoach house. And I was drinking like 3 a day because I love like some sparkling water. But
it's like a pack a day of cigarettes.
I know, literally. I'm like
3 Topos a day.
Literally.
Stop.
They're so just like, they really just calm me down. They're very refreshing when
you
you're
say
outside.
that about a lot of carbonated beverages, I noticed.
Yeah. In general, carbonated beverages and kombucha, like I really just get like some sort of relaxation from it. And hey, like whatever works.
No, I really wish that I could enjoy that.
Yeah, I know. Poor Brooke like doesn't really love sparkling waters.
I would drink the tequila lime version of it. Right. But like, am I gonna walk around? But I actually Topo Chico's a little less carbonated than some. I notice.
Really, I like feel opposite. Like, because I love how carbonated it is. But maybe it's just it's mineral water. I don't know if that's different.
Like, I feel like in my experiences of having it, it's not like it doesn't burn. You know how some carbonations like almost like burn your tongue because they're so carbonated. Yeah. It doesn't give me that effect.
Well,
maybe
no, I'm glad.
It's
not like sponsored, by the way. Everyone thinks I'm sponsored. I wish.
Oh, they do?
So many people were like, "Oh my god, like how much are they paying her?" I'm like, "I wish nothing. No, I just love it. Like,
wow,
pay me in free Topos." Like,
no, actually, they sent it to me first, and then I gave you the contact because you're like, "Wait, I actually really like Topo," and I was like, "Oh, I'm just using it in mixed drinks. Like, you can."
Yeah. Oh my god, yes, that's how it went. And so I contacted them.
It's very organic.
We've become buddies. But yeah, they sent so many cases to our house, which I was nervous because I was like, "Oh my gosh." No, we're probably gonna finish exact amount by the time we leave.
That's so crazy because we got so like I was like, this is too much. Gone through probably 3/4 of it. Oh honestly.
Yeah. And Brooke, our Montauk mama, I'll look over. She's putting more Topos in the fridge. I'm like,
honestly, because you gotta stay restocked because otherwise then you have no
stay
cold.
Strapped.
Because you know, it's like water bottles that you put in the fridge. They need like to be sat there overnight to get cold, right?
Yeah. We've been doing Poland Spring personally. It's just such good
Poland
water.
Spring, yeah.
It really changes things for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you to all the brands that have capitalized on our trip.
They're not sponsors. They just like provide, which I guess you could say sponsored by. I always wonder, like, people use that word so loosely nowadays. Like, oh, are you sponsored by them? And you could be like, I guess.
Yeah, like friends would be like, oh my God, you're sponsored by them. To me, sponsored means they're paying you.
Like compensated. Yeah. Yes, I agree.
But gifting for free is different. And like if we post, we choose to post if we want because we're thankful and we enjoy it.
Totally.
So I mean that's that on that. But yeah, I feel like Revolve has been sending, we love Revolve for the clothes. I'm like trying to think of
stay tuned on that.
Yeah.
What else?
Some margarita mixing.
Oh yeah, I never know how to pronounce it. Is it Cointreau? COINTRE. Margot Lee or Katie? Does anyone know? Is it Cointreau?
I've never heard of
orange liqueur that you put in like margaritas. No, they don't know.
She says no, I don't know.
It's like the brand, because when you make like a margarita, you're supposed to use, I guess, like some kind of like liqueur, and this is like the brand that like a lot of people use.
Oh, cool!
So I think this weekend we should make margs. Yeah, they did. They sent like a blender and everything. I sent the blender home with Ben this week. But
that's really sweet
because we have one here.
Yeah,
like, how many blenders do we need? It was very sweet. But like they sent those big margarita glasses that you get at like a Mexican restaurant. I love it. I love that so much. And the big salt thing.
That's so cool.
I love a margarita. One thing about me.
I wish I loved a margarita. I want to be that girl. We all know.
But I only like them from restaurants, so maybe I'm gonna try to if I could really replicate it from home. You know?
I feel like a lot of people are like that about margaritas.
That's like a drink that tastes so much better from a restaurant.
Yeah.
Because it's like they just blend it better. They probably put more sweetener in it, realistically. Because I want to blend. If I'm like, that reminds me of like in college when we would go. This is like such a Southern college experience thing when you would go in college to a Mexican restaurant and get chips and queso and salsa and guac, and
it was like the Sunday night thing with all the girls.
Huge frozen
pitchers.
Margaritas or pitchers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was such a thing.
That was one of the first places I used a fake ID, was Fuzzy's in Athens, Georgia.
Oh my God.
Is that still open?
No, it's closed now.
Shut up.
I know, it's really sad. I forget what they're putting there now.
Oh my God.
Unless they reopened, but last I heard they were closing.
I'm upset. The food
wasn't that great though.
It wasn't, but I loved,
it's like a pinnacle of the freshman year.
15.
Yeah, I actually did have a frozen marg there once my freshman year. I was like, I'll give tequila a try, and I was like, nope.
I feel like they make it so sugary that it's like barely even in, but the hangovers were so bad.
Yeah,
it was
I didn't even get drunk from it.
I got hit by a bus. I was like, I'm okay. Like
I'm here. I'm gonna make it through.
But I would drink like 2 of them and get so drunk.
Really? Probably other people felt the same way. That's awesome.
I was thinking about that, like how drunk I used to get, because we can get into it this weekend, versus I used to just get like unhingedly drunk, and not condoning this behavior at all. I'm just stating facts. And I just haven't been that way recently. Like I used to get so drunk that I'd be like, haha, like what happened last night? Like, you know, like, but, like to the point that like I would just be acting a fool, dancing, throwing my body around. Like, it's just not me anymore. And I'm kind of upset about it.
Your Montauk Mama era.
No, I don't want to be in that. Sometimes I do. I want to be like that on Mondays, but like
the single aunt on Saturdays. No, I totally get it. Well, also like that was college and now is post grad.
Yeah,
so,
you're
like,
right.
Naturally,
your
body like can't handle alcohol the same way I personally feel.
You're right.
And you're not drinking like on Tuesdays every week, so your tolerance is a lot lower, and you're just like more comfortable.
I get it.
You don't want to be hungover the next day.
I get it.
For your hot girl walk, like I feel like there's just more.
You're
factors.
right. I think about like I stopped drinking now. Like we came back to the house. We can talk about the weekend, but like I came back to the house and I was like, you know, some people were still drinking wine. I was like, you know, I'm done.
But
like
closing up shop,
closing shift. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
But in college, I'd be like, till the break of dawn, I will always have like a shot in my hand, you know?
No, yeah. I'm definitely just way past that. Cause I didn't even, but I'm weird. I didn't even like doing it in college. Like when I'm done drinking, like I am done. And we'll get into that.
But it's so interesting with you because I feel like you're such a tank when it comes to like fireball shots and stuff. Like you really
you
are. It's like an underrated sneaky skill of yours. Yeah, you are.
I feel like I get pretty drunk when I drink fireball though.
I'd agree.
But you mean like in the sense like I keep going?
Yes.
Yeah, but then yes I do. Yes I do. That is the thing that happens.
We broke out the fireball and baby carrots. Danielle made a TikTok about it. It was
I know.
tough.
That's when you know I'm drunk because I was like, oh my god, fireball. It was awesome. I saw everyone's hand grabbing for the baby carrots. I was like, oh my god.
It is a good chaser, I will say. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot.
Give it a shot. Chuck. Yeah. Okay, wait. Should we do our song of the week?
Yes, song of the week. How well would you take care of your car if you had to keep that same one your entire life? Well, that is how our brains work. So why don't we treat them that way? How we care for our mind affects how we experience life. So it's important to invest time and care into keeping it healthy. There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, learning a new language or taking power naps, but there's also BetterHelp online therapy. Therapy is just the greatest tool. Let me tell you, having that customized personal treatment to kind of help you live a better life, it's game changing, okay? BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to, or maybe if you have like a roommate or you live in a dorm situation, you feel uncomfortable. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. And of course, we have an amazing deal for you guys. Our listeners are going to get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/gals. That's betterhelp.com/gals. Check out some therapy for yourself today. You go first.
So mine is a song that was playing just like this past weekend by the pool, and I really liked it. You've definitely heard it, and I can't even sing it, but it's called Love Again by Dua Lipa. I've like heard it. People use it as their real songs and TikToks and stuff like that. It's just such a vibe. Like Dua Lipa is just amazing. I feel like it's just during the summer, I just want like fun pop, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's really nice. So Love Again by Dua Lipa.
I'm on the same vibe. I'm actually in my Doja Cat era.
Wow, so it's not an EDM song today?
No, it's not. It's literally like such an old song, but I just have been listening to like the Doja Cat playlist, especially when you want like just like same like Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, like all of those like awesome like Meg Thee Stallion, like those female artists, like they just get it. They get the vibe for the summer. So literally mine is Doja Cat Woman, which I know it's like overplayed. It's
great
old.
I know it gets you moving.
It's like a good and it's so summery. I feel.
It is so fun.
I need to listen to that one because I feel like Dua Lipa's just bop after bop.
I know. It's killing me not to play this song right now because it's so good.
So, no copyright.
No copyright. No. We'll play it in the car on the way to the movies.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. We're going to the movies tonight, you guys, to see Where the Crawdads Sing. And I'm like,
I'm so excited to get that XL popcorn in my.
Maybe an icy. Maybe.
You like ices?
I do.
Do you? No. I had to match your unreached level. No, I don't.
Were just saying, do you like icy?
I picture that for you now that you say it. What flavor do you get?
White cherry. I like the Coke one too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I
But you don't like Coke itself though, do you?
I do. Like I still like every now and then if I need some energy, I'll drink like a Coca-Cola. Yeah. I don't not drink caffeine.
This is crazy
like
info.
Yeah. But you don't really like Coke, do you?
No, I don't.
like on a day-to-day?
No.
Yeah, no, I have some friends, and I know I don't know what it is, but there are some people that will wake up and crack open a bottle of Diet Coke.
This is a
can.
No, morning Coke is a thing.
No, morning Coke.
No, literally my friends from home, this is like our running joke. Like they'll be like, got my morning Coke, like especially after you go out.
Yes,
like you go to McDonald's and get your morning Coke.
Yeah, my friends are on the Diet Coke. They're in their Diet Coke era. Like, I need a Diet Coke right now. Like all my Southern friends. I'm sorry, I'm calling you guys.
I'm talking about my Long Island friends where they'll be hungover. They'll be like,
really?
Yeah, I got my morning.
So
like
it's universal.
All snap. They'll be like, the morning Coke is hitting different this morning, and it sounds like it's like not like
not the morning Coke.
But like, yeah,
no, it's so true. Like I remember like. Even just growing up, a lot of my teachers would just like pop open a can of Diet Coke.
You're so true.
Coke,
so right.
Soda.
I'm just like, but I live in my own little world, I think, where I'm like, because I drink energy drinks, which I'm not claiming to be better than anybody else. Like, this is arguably worse for you, I would say, in the long run.
Celsius has got some benefits.
You think?
Yeah, a little boost of metabolism.
Yeah, a little boosty, if you will.
A little boosty boost. I mean, not to compare, but I'd give yourself some credit.
Pat myself on the back.
But
back. Like, that's what I picture for, like, I don't know. I guess it's kind of comparable. Like, that is my morning Coke.
No, yeah. It cracks me up. Like, when I travel with my friends, it's like, I'm like on the hunt for coffee, and they're like trying to find the gas station where they can find like a Coke.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Like, I think there's two different types of people. It needs to be a poll this week. Are you a morning Coke or a morning coffee person?
And there's also
or like soda in general.
If you're like hungover or like extra tired or like whatever. Like,
no.
I feel like you don't think so, or you think always.
Well, no, it definitely varies. But there's people that like.
I know, regardless,
that's their coffee.
Sarah Bell does this. I notice. I see it on her stories. Yeah.
And they maybe think we're weird for getting coffee. I don't know. Like everyone's
there's an ass for every seat.
My mom loves her morning cup of tea. You know.
Oh,
my dad likes his morning smoothie. I mean, we could really just go down that road.
Wow.
So.
My parents like their morning coffees. They get hot coffee.
Do your parents just
put on
like
a pot? They make up just a pot of it.
Yeah.
And my dad takes it with, his equal, and we're like, that causes cancer, or like whatever. Like, we try to tell him, but like he won't
take it with the equal.
Yeah, he's like 2 equal, 1 half and half. My mom takes it black.
I love hearing people's coffee order.
You do?
It's really like telling. Like my dad just drinks black coffee. My brother just drinks black coffee. Ryan just drinks black coffee.
Ryan does too?
Yeah.
So does Ben, and he makes fun of me. He's like, "You're literally drinking like." He doesn't
I'm
talk
trying.
like that.
I love to like. Well, especially with the cold brew and stuff, like you need something to like dissipate
I agree.
all that.
I've said this before, and I say it again. Local coffee shops cold brew is like gasoline. Like it literally tastes like battery acid. Yeah,
no, you have to get local iced coffee. You can't do the cold brew. Like
unless
it's like Starbucks cold brew. It's the only one I've ever liked.
I'm drinking the iced coffee right now. We went to Golden Pear in the Hamptons. They have a bunch of locations. It was really good. We got like salads and stuff. This was like the first like salad I've had in a while.
Yeah, it was really good. It was good
I know.
Because
it's been fantastic. But I feel like I'm like acting like I'm on vacation. But I've never been on a 2-week vacation in my entire life.
No, it's like at what point do you
what time do you stop? Like I'll be like eating a donut for breakfast. I'm like, I'm on vacation. Goes in the next day, donut for breakfast. It's vacation. It's vacation.
I know. It's really hard, especially during the summer, especially with what we do. Like we're traveling next week now.
Yeah.
So, and you guys will find out more about that next week. But it's like, okay, like, you gotta like cut the line somewhere, just like so you
just
feel
for the
better.
health of it all. Like I know, I'm like, and I'm wondering like why my stomach hurts and like why my head hurts. I'm like, probably because I've only consumed sugar and like actual processed carbs for the past like 3 days.
Probably
like,
so. Yeah, I know. So we all got salads today for lunch.
I
We're
need
like,
fruit.
but pasta tonight.
Yes, I need. Yeah, it's all about the balance. We actually have been doing the like sharing things. Like we got like pastas and like main courses yesterday. It's been really nice in that sense.
Oh yeah, last night we went to dinner in SAG
and
Sag
Harbor.
We each got chicken Milanese and we shared 2 pastas and it was perfect. Perfect. Which, speaking of SAG, we need to talk about this. It's such a thing here in the Hamptons to like shorten the names,
because there's so many Hamptons like we've talked about. You've got Southampton, Bridgehampton, East Hampton,
West Hampton.
Is there a West Hampton?
Yes, Remy Bader's from there. I just saw a story today.
Yeah, you're right. Wow.
West Hampton, Montauk.
Hampton Bays is one. There's a bunch.
Quag.
Oh, yeah. Because then there's it's Springs, and then there's like then there's like Greenport, which is like the other because basically Long Island goes into two parts. So you've got like the North Fork and the South Fork.
Yeah, and like
so
the South
like
Fork
Greenport is on the top, and we're on the south.
Right. Okay.
So, anyways, there's so many Hamptons. But what people do here is they abbreviate it. I mean, I love an abbreviation. We abbreviate actually a lot of
things.
We do. For some reason, this abbreviation, I just can't get behind it. But I got to get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the more we say it, I'm like, okay, it like definitely makes sense. Yeah. But it's just like when you come, it's like feeling like an outsider, you know? Like you run into someone like, yeah, I have an house. But linguini. I can't speak. I can't speak. I have a house in the East.
Yeah. Or my family's from South. Like, not even from.
We were just in SAG earlier today, and I'm like, SAG? I'm like, is Montauk Mon? Like,
yeah, they abbreviate these things, and it's just like what it is. Like, we went out in South. Like South what?
South of France,
South America,
or like East Village. You know, like we're at West Village. Like you got to give me some more context. It's definitely like a little bit of like a little, you know, when they say that, they're like, I know what I'm talking about. And you're like, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
It's kind of like, I feel like it's like New York City where you have to like kind of get used to it. You know, like all the abbreviations of New York City and like just the things and like the terminology. Like what's the side highway, like all those things. Like it takes like time to get used to it. So maybe it just takes us time. Maybe by next summer we'll get used to it.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, we have a house in Montauk, and then we head over to East, and
we're going to East for dinner.
I just like can't say it and like not giggle.
Yeah, it's a little silly.
So don't look at my toes. They're not.
I wasn't looking at your toes.
Nail polished.
I asked Colby, because our friends, like we said, have been so amazing. So Adam and Colby, Katie Blotti's friends, if you don't follow her and her podcast, Match Made in Manhattan. I'm so excited for the episode this week.
I was listening through the door. Me too.
So excited. Even though I lived it. I literally lived that episode, but like I will listen again.
Yeah.
They were so nice. They were like, what can we bring for you? And like I was like, nothing. And they were like, seriously, please say something. And I was like, okay, nail polish remover and nail polish. So that's the reason why mine are like,
what color did you get?
Like a light pink. Like they're like flush toned almost. I mean, it's not great, but like I just no, but I knew
you did a good job.
No, I knew that. I was like, okay, if I do it bright, I'm gonna botch this.
Yeah, no, just like a nice light color, so it's not terrible when you look at my toes.
Yes.
And heels. Totally get that. Yeah, Adam was like, Danielle, please, what can I bring? And we really wanted goggles to swim with. And so poor thing went to 3 different like CVS's in the city and we found the scuba goggles and the normal goggles, and they have gone to use. Like it's just so fun to play in the water. Like we were saying, like being in the pool just truly brings out your inner child. Like we're splishing and splashing around, we're playing games, we're doing handstands, and having the goggles is so fun. You can really just like see what's going all around.
I am there.
I am so there. Yeah, so Brooke and I think Brooke also did. Yeah, we have like notes on our phone of just like funny things that have happened this past week, just so we like remember to write them down.
Oh yeah.
Or remember to talk about them. We did write them down. So we did write them down. Go through those.
Okay. So wait, things that happened this week, that's what you wanted to talk about?
Right? Yeah. I mean, I can start.
Yeah, you start. I feel like you have like things.
Because we were talking, I was like, oh, I'll write it down. Like I might have more.
You wrote down a lot.
So this one was really, really funny. Well, maybe you had to be there. I guess we'll see. We'll test the audience. We'll test this bit, right? We'll test this bit for the show.
It's a trial.
It's a trial joke. So I came here a day late, as you guys know, and I was like, no, we didn't talk about this last week. I was just making sure. Brooke was like, okay, yeah, we need to like go to a water run. We need to go get some water bottles, some jugs, get some water because we can't drink the water. And I'm like, okay, we're in Mexico. We can't drink the water. Oh my God. I had this one little, water bottle that I traveled here with. I am literally rationing off. Like right before I go to bed, I'm like, there's like a little bit. Okay, so I was like, I'll take a little now. I'll take my birth control with it. Like I'm like literally thinking through. And I definitely could have like thought better and like seen what I saw, but like I was like, no. So then the next morning we finally go grocery shopping. I'm like, oh thank God, we finally get in the waters. And Brooke's like, you haven't been drinking water? And I was like, yeah, no, I haven't. So then you said,
you can drink the water here. You're just not supposed to. You're not really supposed to. Do I drink it? Like, was I drinking for those 2 days? Yes. But Like,
I missed it.
Long Island tap water, they say, like, overall, it's not the best thing to drink. Like, it's not the best thing. Like, if you at restaurants and stuff, like, here and there, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to cook with, but I totally...
I don't know what I was thinking.
I think I just told you, I was like, oh, we got to go buy water because you're not supposed to really drink the water here. And I think you just took that as like, don't drink the water.
Yeah, I was like, don't touch the red button.
Wait, what did you do with brushing your teeth?
Oh, well, I brushed my teeth with it. I thought it was like, you spit it out. It's okay. I don't know where my uneducated mind was going because clearly
it's okay.
Like I should know, like so in Florida, funny. Like, like we have like at our house, we have like a filtered system. Like,
Yes.
But like if it was just the tap water, like, yeah, you can drink it, but like just like you said, like just don't drink a ton of it. So
like you're not really supposed, like it's okay here and there, like but then again, like our ice maker is that water, but like we bought the jugs of it. Like I think it's just like trying to make
it's really fun to say that.
I think it's just trying to make it work. Like I can't explain this. Maybe someone will will sympathize with this message. Yes.
I just thought I was like, oh my god, Montauk, like, do not
drink
the water with I don't know, like I was just like so excited to be here and so nervous about everything and like trying to like do everything right that I think it was just a really funny realization at the grocery store.
Like, realized it because we went and got coffee and you were like, I'm dying of thirst, should I get a water here? And then I was like, I was like, you didn't have any this morning? Like, don't you wake up and like chug water?
I was gonna like buy a water bottle. And I was drinking like Topo Chicos. At least we had that. I was like, I'll just do sparkling. But it's hard to quench your thirst completely with like a sparkling water.
Tough.
It was very silly. So that was a really funny first encounter here.
That is really funny.
And then what else do I have written down? Oh, so then we learned a lot about ticks this week.
Well, Katie Blotti she's healed from it, right? She had Lyme's disease.
Yeah, she was saying you technically always like have it in your body, but yeah, she doesn't have any symptoms of it right now.
She had a really crazy situation with it. Like actually, like
so sad.
So I'm glad she's okay now. Like really, really terrifying.
Yeah.
And she got it from a tick, but she didn't realize that she got it from a tick until like later. So we got a lot of tick education this week.
Yeah, because Katie and I, when we were doing our workout last week, we were in the yard and we were just doing it in the grass.
I will do what Katie said. We were at dinner and we were casually eating, and Katie goes, yeah, you might. She's like in between bites.
We're talking about the workout being outside in the backyard.
She's like, yeah, you might want to check your body for ticks tonight. We were rolling around in the grass for our workout. And
I was like,
Danielle's face, she was like, I'm up. What do you mean?
I was literally like feeling my hair. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I mean, I took a shower. Like, she was like, sometimes they stick to you. Like,
and
you
they go
get
behind your ear and they go in your armpit and they go all of these like sneaky hidden places where your body's warm. And
I'm sitting at dinner like, oh my god, freaking out. And like she was like, no, like I'm just, like I just like obviously ever since that happened to her, she's gonna naturally check. And I'm so happy she said something, but it was so funny. We're sitting at dinner. I'm like, oh my god.
It scarred me too because we've encountered a lot of bugs. Katie and I had like a whole thing with like a spider in a car and like it's just been a lot of bug activity.
Buggy trip.
But we're in like the woods, so it makes sense. We're basically in the woods. We've seen wild turkeys, deer. There was a dog in our yard.
There was a dead animal in our
a small
dead animal. No, that sounds really dramatic. It was like a little rodent
mouse
of some sort.
Yeah, mouse of kind.
Which just happens. Like we're in like a very wooded area, but like coming from New York, which I guess there's like rats and stuff. It's just like the gals in the nature, And
it happens at my house at home. Like, unfortunately, it's so sad. But like, squirrels get into the pool or whatever, and you don't see them till the morning. Like, you don't hear them struggle. Like, you wake up because it's dark and they're running around in the yard. So yeah, they like get in and then they die. So like, it's so sad. It's horrible. So, but we woke up one morning and us three girls were like, oh, there's a dead rodent in the pool.
None of us could. I never saw it. Did you ever see it?
I did because Ben went and did it, and
thank God.
Yeah. He was like, all right, I did, and he like. I mean, he tried to fling it as far as he could, but it like it didn't go too far. I was like, oh god.
I didn't know that. Oh. Yeah, it was so funny because it wasn't funny,
like,
but
hit a bush and like,
God, Brooke and I were sitting in here, and Katie was like on a call, so she comes. She was been like walking around the pool. She just comes in, whispers. She's like on the call. She's like, "There's like a small dead animal in the pool." That's all she gave us. We didn't know what it was. And we're like, a small dead animal, and she was like, "Oh, a mole, like a mole or something." And I'm like, "Okay."
I text the Airbnb person. I was like, "Hi, there's a small dead animal in the pool." Frowny face. Like,
what's the protocol?
I was like, can you get the pool guy here? She's like, nah, you just gotta manually take it out.
And the chlorine will like
take care of it. Yeah.
Take care of the rest. Yeah, that was really funny. Yeah, our poor Airbnb host, we asked.
I've asked such
we're being pretty
stupid
model
questions.
Students,
we have been. I just ask I'm like, hey, where are the paper towels? She's like, have you checked the pantry? Smiley face. I'm like, okay.
That would be something I should do. Yeah.
What I was gonna say about the ticks though continued.
Yes, there's more to say.
These ticks. So then we asked kind of what do you do if you find the tick on you? You know what I mean? Then what? Then you got to get rid of it. And Katie was like, oh no. You can't just squish them. They don't squish. You have to either burn them or you have to send them in.
Yes, you send them to somewhere and they destroy them for you.
And they test it. They test it to see if it has diseases.
Oh, and then they get back
to you? It's like a lab. Yeah. Because then you could find out if you have reason to worry, I guess.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I know. I've learned that part of it too.
That was very interesting. She's like, they burn them. And I was like, I just didn't know. You can't step on it. It doesn't, I'm sorry.
I guess,
doesn't die.
Oh my God.
It's invincible unless you burn them.
I think they're real pests. They're like the ultimate pest.
They're the ultimate pest. If you want a pest, tick is your guy.
Ew.
Yeah, so that was definitely really funny that happened last week.
That was.
Also on the note of Montauk Mama, our girl Brooke, she's done a load every week. No, not the bathroom kind of load, but Brooke will text us, which is so kind, and we'll be like, I'm gonna do some laundry, I'm gonna do a load if you guys want to join in.
And no one ever wants to join in, but I keep asking, how are you guys I mean, it's only been 7 days, I guess, so yeah, you still have underwear and stuff, but I don't know. When I'm at home, I'm just constantly doing laundry, so now I'm just used to this.
Yeah, no, I'm learning this about you because I guess we're not always in houses together. We're doing hotels. Yeah.
I don't like to let it pile up. For some reason, my stress is worse when I let it pile up.
No, everyone's different.
Yeah.
I do mine every 2 weeks, so I'm thinking about doing them soon just because you've done so many. I'm like, maybe I should.
But then you get to think about this. This is a full size washer dryer. We're used to the smaller sizes, and you could go home with all clean clothes. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like,
oh yeah, no, that's
go home
goal.
With my clothes clean. I just washed all my bathing suits, delicate. And then I washed the beach towels. I washed my personal. I have white towels and I wear makeup, so I'm like, I want to keep those fresh.
No, it's just so funny. I'm gonna do a load, and then we just start laughing every time Brooke's doing a load. She's dropping a load off.
All the detergent. I bought more today because I guess I've been doing so much. I just thought that was part of it being an adult. The laundry just never ends. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll just take my role. Places people.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably do it soon. But yeah, it is nice going back with just a ton of clean laundry. I've just been I wear a pair of underwear a day and then bathing suits all the time. So I just haven't had a lot of laundry.
I have some sexy bikinis left, but my go-to everyday one pieces, those needed to be washed.
I don't always wash mine. I just wash them in the shower. But I guess if I washed them on delicate.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're allowed to do whatever makes you feel
No,
right.
I know.
Yeah.
It's more of just so the do a load of it all.
Yeah. Do a load.
Now we need to talk about Surf Lodge. Unless you have anything before Surf Lodge to speak about. The weekend.
Let's talk about the weekend. Yeah.
So the weekend on Friday, like Brooke mentioned earlier, we had our friends come. Both of our boyfriends were here as well. And we hung out back. We had all the fun boy floats. It was really, really nice. And we ended up going out last minute. It was very last minute of us. I was like, wow, look at us just being so cool and chill. Mm-hmm. And we went to this bar called Montauk, which I think if we had gotten there an hour earlier, it was going to be really, really fun. They had a cover band there and it was such a vibe. It was so nice.
Yeah, such a vibe.
But we got there and everything here closes a lot earlier. We're obviously learning, which totally makes sense. It was a sunset vibe and the sunset and the band was gone, so we kind of didn't know what to do. And then we went to another bar and we were just there's too many people. It was just a lot, so we just went home. But it was a good, I'm glad we saw what we needed to see on Friday.
Me too. I didn't even really I think that we just really planned for the late afternoon. I didn't really plan into the evening. So I kind of just let the wind carry me everywhere.
Same. I was I don't want to plan.
It was good. It was a good time. Actually, I find that the nights that I don't hype up end up being better. So that was one that wasn't hyped up. And I at least at that first bar, I was having a lovely time.
Yeah, I had a very good time.
Yeah.
Decent time.
The second bar, I was like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here just because it was too packed. Really there weren't any tables, nowhere to stand. Everywhere is just so busy. And I guess this is the theme of going out in the Hamptons. It's I've seen this on TikTok and stuff that, because, everyone comes on the weekends and everybody has the same idea to go to the same places, of course, because they're the cool, trendy spots. They're just so busy.
Yeah, they're so busy, and everyone is just
Ubering from place to place. And the Ubers are accessible, I will say. Like, you're able to get them.
Yeah.
But I think that they add up. That, you know, they're expensive.
Definitely.
And it's just it's not like the city where it's like we could walk from bar to bar and they're next to each other. They're like, everything's spread out.
Definitely different, but it was really cool to experience. And then Saturday we woke up, Brooke, Adam, and Ben went and got bagels and donuts for everyone, which was so sweet. Had a lovely spread. It was a very wholesome morning.
It was wholesome. That was the best solution. Like, when you have like 10 plus people and you're trying to figure out like what to do for breakfast for everyone, like your options are limited unless you have a chef in the house, which we have a few. But yes, you know,
Ben. Oh my god. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. He would just whip up like some bruschetta for us. I mean, you helped him too, but I know like he was heading on that. He was making corn salad. He was big acts of service guy for sure. Yeah, he is. It was so sweet. He's like an amazing chef. He also was not happy that I didn't shop at farmers markets this week. He was like, "You made cowboy caviar with food from IGA? Danielle, we're in Montauk. Like, there's so many amazing." I was like, "Shoot, you got me." But it made me respect him more because I'm like, wow, he like knows his stuff. Like,
yeah, he likes to cook. Salad, I know, like, it's really nice. He was really concerned about Katie and I being here the first night with no because Katie and I are provisions. Like, you cook more than Katie and I think. Like, Katie and I are really both like helpless. Like, we were both like, we'll make box mac and cheese, and he was like, you can't just eat box mac and cheese for dinner. I was like,
I'm worried about you.
What do you think I've been doing for the 24 years before I met you? Like, sorry, you know, pal. I was like,
HelloFresh who?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that is kind of cooking, but what was I going to say? So we were so you guys went and got bagels, whatever. Everyone was like reading their book, wholesome vibes.
So nice, sitting by the pool.
Yes, we're setting the scene because we were all so excited for Surf Lodge.
We purposely went light the night before because we were like, big night ahead tomorrow, guys. So like, get excited. Like, prepare yourselves. Oh my God,
what are you wearing to Surf Lodge? Like,
and then we're trying on outfits and all getting ready. And like, you know, I changed into even like a fancier outfit because like I was like, oh, this is going to be sceney. Like, we got to, you know, show up in our looks, like whatever.
Yes, we're so excited. We've booked a month ahead. We have a table at Surf Lodge. Oh my God.
We had to take out a second mortgage to pay for, I don't even have a first mortgage, but like literally to pay for this table.
We're like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be the best night of our lives tonight. We ride. Like,
yes, we were like, we wanted to do it. We're like, we're here for 2 weeks. We're doing it once. Like, you know, we're doing it. Everyone always talks about it. If you don't know this, like this outdoor like beach club basically called Surf Lodge that a lot of celebrities are spotted at. They have a lot of like influencer things there. And we were like, you know what? We're going to do it. Like, we're going to, it's also a hotel, but I think they don't have like a ton of rooms. So it's like a small hotel plus like this like restaurant / beach club. Yeah. And when we say table, we don't mean like table for dinner. We mean like a club table, you know, where you order like the bottles and they have the mixers and like whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The full spread.
Oh, yeah. It was the full thing. So we are so pumped. We decide to do like a light pregame here. We have all of our friends are coming and we're so excited. Like, the vibes were so incredible here. Like, you know, we're taking fireball shots. We're good. And in the back of my mind, I'm sure all of us were like, okay, like we're pre-gaming, but like we will have like bottles and bottles when we're there.
Yeah, but at the same time, we wanted to come in hot.
Yeah, we wanted to have fun. So we get there. And we get there like at 5 when it opens, and there's just like this crowd of people.
It's just a sea of people. Then the people are shouting like it's literally like almost like militaristic. Like, they were shouting. They're like, if you have a table, go to the left. If you have a dinner reservation, go to the right. Like, was it not? It was like kind of scary. Right. It was like sirens. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like,
I know. Actually, it was very sobering. Like, I was like, okay, like I was drunk. Yeah. Now I'm immediately sober.
I know. Like, not the vibe. Like, not fun music. But like, just like, it was like a sea of people. And then we go into like the table line. We're asking everyone around. We're like, are we in the table line? Like, do you guys have a table? They're like, no, I don't have a table. I was like, are we in the right place?
Yeah, like what's happening? Like, I'm sorry, but like if I'm paying a lot of money, I want to be able to get right in.
Yes.
Like, I think anyone would agree with that. Like, if you have a reservation for a dinner restaurant, you want to be able to get right in. Like, that's normal. And again, we had never been. None of us knew. Like, we didn't know the protocol. We just thought we pay, we go, we enjoy.
We waited for probably 15 to 20 minutes. It really wasn't too bad, but it just felt like it was because we were packed like sardines, like so body on body, like inline people pushing and shoving and like, you know, just not the best vibe.
No. So then we finally get in and they're leading us to our table and it's on like this beachy area. So we're like, oh my God, this is so nice. This is so
Table
cool.
on the beach.
Table on the beach.
We have multiple people come and welcome us. We have like the waitress, I should say, and then like the bottle boy comes over. They're like, we're your team for tonight. Like, we're taking care of you. We'd like, And
we say, okay, we'll get the food tower, which has chicken tenders and fries.
We came in hungry.
So hungry, by the way. And we like had all been like hyping up specifically the chicken tenders and fries. Like,
everyone was talking about these. They were like,
everybody.
Certified chicken tenders.
Like, just too much hype up. We shouldn't have done that. But how
I
do
know.
you know?
You have to go in low maintenance summer. You have to go in with the lowest expectations. I've learned this for everything in life. Let your expectations be exceeded, because otherwise you're just
oh my God, otherwise you'll just be in the worst mood. So yeah, we get there, we order the food tower, we get a bottle of tequila, a bottle of vodka, we get a huge bottle of Whispering Angel rosé, we get another thing, or no, that comes later, but then we got another thing of chicken tenders. Yeah, whatever. As soon as we order, it starts drizzling a little bit. We're all like, "Oh my God!" Like
light mist, and we're like, "Okay, we'll look." And we look at our weather app. We're like, it says it's gonna be for an hour, but we'll be okay.
Yeah, like based off what we were seeing, it was fine.
Like cloudy with like a chance of
meatballs. And we're like sitting there or standing, and then all of a sudden it comes down a little bit harder, and we're like, okay, yeah, this is fine. Like, this is cool. Yeah, like, oh my God, let's go. We're here.
Yeah.
And then you start to see the other people around us at their table start to go in, and we start to like think, oh, okay. We all decide to go in, and it's just a madhouse. It starts pouring.
Oh, well, that's when I saw, actually when we started like deciding like maybe we should move, that's when I saw the pop-ups. Boom.
Oh, yeah, the tents.
Boom. The tents were just erected. They were just...
They erected.
They were, though. They were. It was like
on the deck.
All of a sudden, like, it literally was like, I don't even know how to describe
all right,
it. It was
in
almost
position.
Like they had them
Places.
ready. Our table didn't qualify for one of these tents.
Our umbrella had holes in it. It was a crocheted umbrella.
Like a fake umbrella. Like, it was for the vibes, not for the practicality.
They should rethink this.
Yeah, I feel as though...
Mind you, it was... I don't know if all of us could have fitted under the umbrella, especially for, as long
But it should have done something to keep the furniture dry, though, because then we went back to our soaking wet couches, and the couch was like, if you're watching on video, like this type of couch, like a plush couch. So, of course, the water just seeps into it.
Yeah, you sit in it like sponge, like water just comes out. But yeah, so we all run in, basically, and there's like a small indoor bar area. Yeah, we're like texting each other the poor service that we have, and we're like, because there's like not really good service out here in general.
I was like crowded over someone's like dinner table. I felt so bad. I was like, hey guys, like,
what are we eating here? Oh, thank God I wasn't, because I probably would have stolen a French fry. I had to pee so bad. Of course, I was so hungry because I was just like preparing on hungry. So we're standing like so Brooke was somewhere else. So you were inside by the table.
Yeah, I was with like Ben, Colby, Adam. Like, everyone just kind of like ran in wherever they could.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it wasn't
purpose.
No. I just felt, I actually got lucky with the spot inside, though. I was happy because I didn't really get too rained on.
Yes. I could have done better, but so there was like one indoor area, and it was basically like everyone, like by the time I got there, like everyone was already in. Like people were like, doing the whole cold shoulder. They wouldn't let you get by, and I get it. I've been there. So we're like under this like canvas thing, and they had to constantly like click on it, like press on it, so like the water puddles would like come down. So that was really, really lovely. But Ryan is just dancing in the rain. He like was just vibing, giving
golden
me hugs,
retriever
energies. He was like with our friend, and they're just dancing. I was with Katie and my friends Morgan and Mary Steven, my friend Seb and Kelly, and they were all just like having fun. I was like, why? I am like, well, Morgan and Steven actually, they had to leave because they were so hungry, like they were about to pass out, and I was like, I was getting there.
I know, I was about to ditch too. I'm glad I didn't, but I was like,
no, I was really like looking at Ubers, but I was like, oh my God, we paid so much. Like,
I'm glad we stayed. I'm glad.
I think I'm glad. So then finally the rain goes away, and everyone's like, yes, and we run. This is an hour later. I'd say it was about an hour, 50 minutes of waiting in the pouring rain. I didn't have a single drink, a single like anything, obviously, because everyone's just huddled under, which is fine. I had to pee so bad, and then still, like, when the rain cleared out, I was like, okay, finally I'll be able to get inside. Yeah. People are still like,
stiff arming
me, and I am just not tough enough to like push through. So we go over to our table, and Kelly's like, Danielle, you need to pee in the woods. Like, she was like, I feel so bad, you've had to pee for an hour. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. She's like, Danielle, you have to. She hides me. I'm literally peeing at the surf lodge when we pay so much money to have a table.
We paid thousands, guys. Like,
split between many people,
the group. But like
a lot of money.
That's how much. That's how much these club tables and everything are, and that's like, it is just mind-boggling that people do this week after week. No judgment. Everyone spend your money how you want to spend it, but like, I will not be doing that again.
No,
I will not be doing that again.
Unless we're with a ton of boys who want to just pay for us, like, or a brand hosts us.
If like a company that like a multi-million-dollar company wants
has
to
the
host
budget
me,
for it. Sure. No, like the vibes are really cool, but like the whole time as I'm sitting there looking out the water in a bush peeing, I'm like, I don't know if this is worth it. Like, you know,
you're wondering. You're like, is this? I couldn't help really worth it? Yeah,
I'm like in my midi dress. I'm soaking wet.
You're like, wait,
my hair is soaking wet.
Is this really surf lodge?
Like, is this what they talk about?
This is the surf lodge. Come to find out that we had the table in the wrong spot too. This is like such like a newbie thing because we didn't know. No one told us. No one prompted us with this information. There's two different types of tables. There's the beach tables and the deck tables. So whenever we would see those iconic videos of like the surf lodge, like the people dancing, whatever, those were taken on the deck.
Yeah, those were on the deck.
The beach area, no music.
No music. The food took forever to finally get to us, which I understand it was raining, whatever, but they had about an hour in there dry.
We're allowed to complain for the price we paid. Yes. We can complain, and we emailed them and we said, I'll put it, we said, hey, like it was raining, like the service wasn't exactly what we were expecting, and they were like, sorry, we did the best we could.
Yeah.
We did the best we could.
Yeah. Like, I know. I think like, we're just not built for that. No, because
it was just
not. Oh,
what?
I mean, so many things happened. So yeah, I peed, and then
I can't believe you did that. That's crazy.
I literally had to. Were
you blocked? Like, did anyone see you do it?
It was like when people were still filtering out to the table, so there was like no one really out there.
Gotcha.
Yet. And I saw guys doing it, and I was like, why can't a girl do it? Like, why can't I crouch down? I also wasn't wearing underwear with my dress, so that really helped. I just kind of like
spicy.
Yeah, I was literally like, this is so disgusting, but I was like, there were moments I was like, should I just like let it happen while the rain was going? Like, when you pee in the shower. Yeah. That's sorry, TMI. Shower. But then also, as we know, Danielle and alcohol sometimes. I mean, a lot of people in alcohol, but I'd gotten like pretty drunk, and then like like when you stop drinking and you're so hungry and you have to pee, like obviously you like sober up and you kind of like start to get hungover while you're there. Didn't you say someone said they were starting to get hungover while we were there?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it wasn't me. I kept up with it, but then I like towards the end, like I was like drinking wine. But drinking wine is an interesting vibe at a club. I will say that was a vibe. Yeah. We got a huge bottle of great. Like, oh my god, it was just. Honestly, these like you get such massive quantities of alcohol when you sit at tables, and like unless you're like really, really, really huge drinkers, like it's almost not worth it,
Yeah, and like I don't love making my own drink all the time.
If I'm paying a premium rate, I want someone to be making my margarita
cocktail.
For me.
Yeah, like they know how to do it. Nothing to do with anything else. It's just like it's gonna taste better. Like you're sitting there and you're trying to measure out a shot. You're like, is that enough? Like I don't know. This is our club hot takes, but. Yeah, so
stomach.
Oh my god, Brooke is hungry. I'm getting hungry too. So I like wasn't feeling well. As we were leaving, I realized I didn't have a sip of alcohol while we were there. Brooke started dying laughing when I told her.
When she told me that, I was like, wait. You didn't have one glass of rosé?
And it wasn't that I couldn't. Like obviously it was right there, but I didn't feel well. And that's on me.
No, I get it. At one point I looked over at you and I was like, oh, Danielle's drunk. Like your sunglasses were kind of off, like whatever. But it was just because you were unwell.
Oh, I was so unwell. And I guess I really was wearing it on my face because every single person was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? And I was like, and I really wasn't trying to, like, I hate to be that person that's like, I'm so upset. Yeah. Like, I'm not having fun. But I just like, I couldn't carry the team. Like I was soaking wet. My hair looked terrible. Which somehow Brooke's amazing friend Sav managed to like get Ryan and I up from the couch and was like, you two, photo shoot now. And she got like a really cute photo of us by the sunset. Yes. I posted on Instagram. You guys can look at it.
She knows how to control a room when it comes to that sort of stuff. Like she was
really
like,
nice
can you guys
of her.
move out of the photo, please? Thank you.
Oh my
like,
God.
She
all
was
these
like,
girls were trying to take a photo. She's like, 20 seconds. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I literally have like soaking wet hair. They're probably like, why does this girl? But the photo ended up being
it's so cute. I like
happy and fun, which was so funny. But like honestly, behind the scenes of the photo, like it was just a hectic day. But yeah, I was just like really miserable. And so I realized I was picking up that Brooke wasn't having the best time, and then we
debriefed on it together because I was wet too. I sat on the couch, my underwear is wet. When your underwear is wet, it's game over. That's disgusting.
Socks wet or underwear wet?
Yeah, I'm out. I was barefoot running around in the wet sand. You know me with sand. Like it was fun in the beginning, and then like you get to a point where you're like, you're either drunk enough for it or you're not. And I just wasn't drunk enough for it. I was drunk, but I wasn't drunk enough.
Yeah, and like there's times like if all the other factors were taken care of, I was fed, I wasn't like dying my stomach, you know, I didn't have to pee, like I could have like danced in the rain and had fun, but if other things aren't working in your favor,
it just wasn't accommodating. The bathroom was far away, long lines, like it just wasn't a comfortable drinking experience, which I know this sounds so nitpicky and whatever.
It is,
but I feel like
when sharing this with you guys, so you don't have to be jealous about when you see other people go.
When everybody posts there, I picture it as like the best night of your life. Like I always told myself, I was like, when I go to Surf Lodge, I'll be happy. Like I just like always picture that.
Know.
Like I don't know.
I know. Me plus Surf Lodge equals happiness.
I just figured I was like, you know, when I make it there and when I make it big, I'm going to Surf Lodge.
Yeah, I'm getting a table at Surf Lodge. No, it's like the American dream.
I always wanted to table at the Surf Lodge.
And that's not to say like I do believe that had the rain not happened, and that's not Surf Lodge's fault.
Duh.
Duh. I could just see people commenting like, you guys think Surf Lodge can control the weather?
No, obviously they can't. And I do commend the employees. Like I'm not,
nothing,
you know,
to do
they
with
were
them.
like, it has nothing to do with them. Like, and you know, it was a combination of unfortunate circumstances, but also I just don't think I've come to the conclusion, like, I just don't think you particularly, me as well, we're not club girls.
Yeah, no, which is so funny because we like that music.
Yeah,
but it's just,
I would rather go to a concert. Like I would rather go to like an EDM concert, like be one of the crowd, like do it, than like,
yeah,
you know?
No, I've never been like obsessed with tables. It's more so just like the idea of it, I think, for a lot of people.
No, it is, because it's like a whole thing. Like you're like, oh, we got a table. Like it almost has that level of like exclusivity. Like I think that's what it is, right?
I think if we had gone and it was like a beautiful night, the sunset was gorgeous, and we kept our drunk and we got the chicken tenders, like I think we would have had a lot more fun. Yes. It just happened, and it happened for a reason I don't know. I do hope when we found out that there was like a deck area that we couldn't even get to, we were like, oh, we have a table out there, like no, this one's a $10,000 table. We're like, oh yeah, no, I guess we don't have that. Yeah,
so we couldn't even access the part that we wanted to see.
Couldn't hear the band. They
didn't. There was a speaker right next to us, but they turned it off, I'm sure for noise reasons, but
that, I'm sorry,
it was unfortunate though, because we didn't even get to
no, it sucked. It was really unfortunate. However, if you see me at Surf Lodge again, it's because I'm on the deck. I need to see what this deck is all about.
So we're gonna go back?
Not this weekend. No, I mean
in the future.
If a brand were to take us, we knew someone that had a table on the deck, and I'll make sure to ask.
You would do it just because you want to do it before you die, like this type
I'll
of thing.
I'll give it another shot because we have a lot of friends that love it, and I've heard it is fun.
I would be willing to give it a second chance, but I think next summer.
Not on my dollar.
Like next summer, like like I need a whole year off from that experience to recover from this experience.
Yeah, recovering. I'm
in recovery.
T-shirt. Oh no, sorry, from surf.
Yes,
they call it surf
because we abbreviate everything out here.
Sorry, we do love the Hamptons. We do love it. Out here. We're just two outsiders looking in.
We're like, we're not in this world. We're knocking on the door. Let me in. Let me in
to the deck. No, it was funny. And if I were someone listening, I'd want to know like what it's like.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, it's not all sunshines and rainbows at the Surf Lodge.
No,
and there's just people fighting to get in. There's girls like ripping each other's extensions out to get in. Essentially,
like literally battling at the. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Anyways, battle at the Surf Lodge.
So that's the Surf Lodge tea that you wanted to know. No, I haven't. No. I have something that I want to talk about before we finish, because I think that it's maybe something relatable for the gals and the guys out there who are listening. I've been trying to channel this energy. You know, we have a pool. We've been trying to be like relaxed pool beach girlies. I so badly want to be one of those people who comes out of the pool. I feel like you guys all are these people because you look so good. You can go in the pool. You can enjoy your day. You can get your hair wet, whatever. You sit on the side and your body is just glistening with the sun, with the water. Your hair is perfectly sleek. I think that's what I look like, Danielle. And then I go in the mirror and I am humbled. I am humbled after a pool day to see what I look like.
Oh my God, when you get out and you're like, like the water.
Yes.
And immediately, yes, because your hair is still like really wet, so it's super slicked. But then it's like that, like, it's like 30 minutes later and it's like a little dry on top, you know, and it's like a little
frizzy
on top. And it's like you see the goggle marks on your
I was so humbled because we had another sponsor, not really though. We had the Super truck come to our house. Danielle coordinated, thank you so much. And they brought us ice cream and I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get my ice cream, got my super group. And I thought that I was in like this cute like cover up moment.
Beach day.
The picture that this woman who worked for the brand posted, I was humbled to say the least. Danielle,
okay,
I was like, is this what I look like?
I thought you looked cute. You made it sound like it was treacherous.
I was like,
thought it looked pretty good.
Do anything with this photo.
Yeah, I was like, I will not repost it. Nope. No.
I'm not like that normally either. Like, I really don't ask a lot at all. Like, I'm really easygoing. I'm like, you know, if I don't look in a picture, like there'll be another one, whatever, you know. I was humbled to say the least. And, you know, I wanted to be this cute, like, sexy girlfriend, you know, with my boyfriend by the pool. And I just, when I look in the mirror, like look in my phone, I'm scared. How do these people do it? You do it. You look good.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't feel that way. Like when you like have the towel wrapped around you, and again, it's like your hair's like a little dry from the pool, but it's still slicked back. It's not parted.
Yes.
It's just
no, and I don't like slicked back hair as it is with me, sure so really I'm like, I'm scared. Like,
and you're like waiting for the shower to heat up, and you're in the mirror, and you're just like, oh my God, like my hair, and you have like a sunburn.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're all red. Like that's me. Like I know.
And your hands are pruny from being in the water so long, and you're like freezing cold in the bathroom waiting to get in the hot shower.
It's a really humbling experience.
It's a very humbling experience. I'm really glad you brought that up, Diane.
And the chlorine just doesn't do numbers on anything good. Like, I would actually argue that you look better after a beach day than a pool day, because the pool day just dries you out. You're like, the life is like sucked out of you. Like, I mean, if it has the power to cleanse dead animals, what is it doing to my skin? I'm scared. Like, that is tragic.
No, it's so true. It's so crazy. Yeah, no. Speaking of beach, we're gonna get Brooke to the beach. Hashtag get Brooke to the beach 2022. So like Brooke was like, we're like, okay, we'll do like, my dad, I'm on the phone with him today. He's like, have you gone to the beach yet? I was like, well, we're dealing with some internal problems.
Now people are gonna be like, Brooke, you bitch. Like,
no. Brooke said,
okay.
You gals, I will drop you off at the beach. I don't want to go to the beach.
I'll pack you snacks.
I'll pack you snacks, Montauk Mama. I don't want to go to the beach. And, you know, I decided after talking with Ben when he was like, oh, well, Brooke doesn't want to go.
Because the secret came out because he was like, oh, I told Brooke to tell you.
Yes, there's all these activities he had for us at the beach. He's like, oh my God, Tuesday nights, go to this concert. And I'm like, this sounds so funny. He's like, well, I did send Brooke the link. And I was like, he texted it to me. I was like, thank you. Brooke is holding us back.
Because I've been like hiding the information because I don't want to go.
Brooke, I love this pool as much as you do, but we must see the water. At night, I literally go outside every night just so I can hear the ocean crash.
I'm sorry. And I know Danielle really likes, like yesterday in SAG, she was like, I'm going to take a walk to the water.
No,
I
need to be by the water.
I know.
No, but again.
But I really love the pool. Like, I'm splashing around and I am so joyous. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, like.
No, it's very cute.
People are shocked that I like it so much. I think people are like.
It doesn't. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's some really loud noise. It's a house Brooke things happen.
No, it could be like an acorn falling on this like roof or something, and we're like,
yeah, no, it definitely was. It was just, I'm up. No, you love a pool. It's very cute. And you did say like you guys can go, like you weren't like we're not going to the beach. Like
no, I was like
I'm not going to.
I was like I would rather sit by this pool than go to the beach. Yeah, truthfully. But then everyone was like you go, and Ben was like you go and you read your book. Like he's like trying to like tell me all the positives.
It is nice.
Like, I understand how the beach works. Like I'm not like that crazy. Like
yeah, we'll make it a nice. So we're trying to like just do one beach day while we're here. Maybe go to this like beach concert because I do think beach at sunset too. I know.
I'm gonna make it work.
So we're gonna make it happen. But yeah, I just thought of that. That was quite funny. And then it was awesome just though when I brought it up in front of him and he was like, oh, she didn't tell you. And it helped because he was on my side. He was like, let's get Brooke to the beach. Like,
he always tries. He like we've been dating now since like officially December, but this is our first like summer together, but we still haven't gone to the beach together because I don't want to go.
It's so funny. I'm impressed you got out of like going with his family. Like, I'm impressed.
Well, they do a lot of, they're a big activities family. I've told you this.
Right.
Like, so they do a lot in a day. It's not like they wouldn't go to the beach and like sit there all day anyways.
Should be like
it would be like a segment of the day.
Okay.
So like a one evening they were going and like we happened to be leaving that evening. Like it's like more so like that.
We happened to be leaving that.
We had to go. So
I've got a brand deal I got to film at home.
Sorry, I got to jet back to NYC, but thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me. Have fun at the beach. Mind the sand.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
I'll be back next week.
Well, after you guys get back from the beach.
No, I've evaded it successfully. And we've gone on like trips and stuff together, but we just always do the pool.
Yeah, well, actually, we may be at the beach next week.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. But that's going to be a different setup. Like, I like that setup. I like a resort setup. Yes. Yeah. And I know that you call me prim and proper. I don't care. But like...
No, as I've gotten older, I definitely like now I like bring a beach chair to the beach. And I used to just lay on a towel. Like... It's nice to have some literal elevation against the sand, and like sand's not fun. I don't like sand either, but
you just have to pack literally everything.
I know, it's like the sandwich, the thing. I know, but salt water's so healing for you. Like I try to get in every now and then. It's so good for your skin. Like it heals things. It's healing powers.
And then I made the mistake of like, sorry, I'm triggering everybody. Trigger warning. That I read the articles about the shark attacks, and then I freaked myself out because I'm like, I told you I got the alert, and it was like,
I know.
And then but I mean, if you're like literally in 2 feet of water, you're fine. But
no,
like
I don't like
just
sharks.
Freaked myself out. No, I would be alarmed if you did. Who does?
No, but I like it's so funny because as much as I love the water, like I don't go water skiing or anything in the ocean. I try to only do it in the lake because I'm so freaked out about what's in the ocean. So as much as I like to look at it. I like to go to aquariums, but when I don't get far deep in. Like Ryan will be like, let's go to the sandbar. I'm like, nope, no can do. Like I don't like thinking about the things under me. So I'm there. I just like to like get in and pee, and wash my hair and feel good, and then lay out and then get back in and eat pub sub. And
that's how I feel about the pool. Like, go in until I'm like go get burning hot and then go in and then come out. It's just the pool is like there's no creatures. I know.
Typically.
I know. Oh yeah, except for sometimes you get a small animal in there.
Yeah. Here and there, you can't always get what you want.
All right, well, I think we need to wrap it up because we do need to go see a film tonight.
Yes,
we're going to
I don't
cinema.
know where the gals have gone, but
yeah, they cleared out. They were like, we're going to stay the whole time. They cleared out a long time
15 minutes into the pod. So I think
that's when we got to wrap this up then.
Yep.
We love you guys. Lots. This has been really fun. We're going to be back. We'll talk a little bit more about Montauk in the next episode, and then that will be the end of the road with the Montauk stories, because I'm sure some of you love it, some of you hate it.
Probably you're like, I'm done with this, but we are enjoying it, and we wanted to share it with you guys and all the funny stories.
Yeah. And as always, also, we've been meeting quite a few of you guys in the streets. If you always say us, please say hi. We love it.
Yes, it's so funny now because people be like, oh my God, you always say to say hi when we see you. Like, yeah, we mean it.
So sweet. Happy. And so many of you guys have been saying that you've been like listening to our podcast like while you're out here and stuff. And that is so cute.
So cool. We feel so cool.
We feel cool.
Do you listen to us on your way to Surf Lounge?
Surf? Yeah.
Surf? Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Sweats. All right. We love you guys so much. Have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your week. And we will see you guys next Wednesday for another episode.
Bye, guys.